Hello? Are we on? Okay, the mic is working. We're back. Hello everyone and welcome along to Gold Center Monday night trading. Hello everyone. It's been a while. It's been a while. But today we've returned. We have returned. We have returned, you know. And we have already completed the first day of trading has already been done. The chart is now open. For anyone who's new, this chart is normally open for 23 hours a day, and it has just opened for another day. Hello there, everyone. This is Gold Zone. This is Gold Center. It's Monday night trading, and we are live. Thank you for everyone who's tuning in tonight from wherever you are. And this is basically the entire chart. We're currently on trading view right now, and obviously we've got this little ad just over just damn. So this ad is just taking over. Is this just like an ad? Can I just go? So it's blocking what I wanted to do. But as you can see, we're currently in the first hour of the chart. It looks like I'm gonna have to sign in. But we're currently in the first hour of the chart. Let me just refresh the page. That's was We're currently on the first hour of the chart, and we're on the 15-minute chart. And currently the buyers are in control for these 15 minutes. Now today, I won't say today, but yesterday, it's a very interesting trading day, right? So yesterday, it was a 50-50 day, I would say, for the buyers and the sellers. No one really took control of the day, and it's going to be interesting to see what will happen in the long term and throughout the night and throughout the trading day as well. So we can even see here from when it opened. Let's just see where it opened. You can see here from when it opened, and look at that. It would just went up and down, up and down, and that just shows signs of uncertainty. You have to read between the lines when you're analyzing a chart, and it just shows uncertainty, price fluctuating. It shows consolidation. It shows even signs on what could happen in the future. But let's just switch to the hour chart, as we can see. The hour chart gives us more clarity in what is happening. And on the laptop, anyone else who's watching, you guys can see the history of the chart, and you guys can see where it could be going in the future. You know, it's always you always gotta you always gotta analyze the chart and make sure you're entering at the right time. and obviously capitalizing on any future opportunities. But as we're speaking now, the sellers have taken over. Now, the price is currently at around just below five, and obviously if we now I'm not really switching between charts. I mean between time frames, but over the past 2 weeks, the sellers have been winning the week. They've been winning the week, and we're into the third week where it looks like the sellers can take control. They're currently trying to bring the price down, and from there, it's currently at 4995. Fuck, my bad. Let me close this. So if we go back to the 15-minute chart, I think the 15-minute chart can give us. Let me zoom in. See if I can zoom in. That's the most important thing. Zooming in because it's just too. Alright, so this is what we see right now. Just over the past 15 minutes. 15-minute chart gives us live updates on what's happening, you know. And this is the first time I'll say commentating on the chart in a long time. And here, the thing about Materials like metals like gold, silver, these are always valuable in the marketplace. And it's been happening. There's a long history when it comes to gold and silver, a long history, you know, years, many, many generations, over 500 years, right, of gold and silver trading. There's huge history behind it. And in this current generation, you always gotta be alert and be aware of it because it's very, very important in the global aspect of life. The global aspect of life used to use gold, used to have silver, you still uses these materials in everyday life, right? In everyday life. So it's always important to be aware of what is happening. And currently, the buyers are pushing the price back up after I say they did lose their gains in the first 15 minutes, but they're trying again to push the price up. But overnight, these night sessions, sometimes there's a lot of volatility, sometimes it's very, very quiet. And the overnight, it's always it's different type of activity than during the day. I believe there's different phases of trading, there's four parts. So like the first 6 hours, the second 6 hours, the third 6 hours, and the last 5 hours. And that's how I see it. So the first 6 hours is like, you know, it's from when the chart opens and then 6 hours. And after that, 6 hours. So it's just depending on your time zone, whatever country you're in. But at the end of the day, universally, we all know the chart opens during the night for everyone. During the night, if you're in Europe, if you're in Africa, during the night. Obviously, if you're in America, then it's in the evening, or even still during the day if you're on the West Coast. But we're currently tuning in into what is happening now. There's about 11 minutes left of the second 15 minutes, and about 40 minutes left until the end of the hour. Now, the hour chart is always good to watch as well, just to see on who is going to dominate this hour, who's going to win the hour, right? Is it going to be the buyers or is it going to be the sellers? It's a good chart to watch because it can give you a little bit more clarity, give you more confidence in where price is going to go in the future and what could be happening. Now, it's so important to continue to research, continue, right? You should know everything about materials, metals before indulging into any trading activity. 10 minutes left of the chart. Buyers are still in control, and it's going to be in. However, we can see the lack of volatility, the lack of energy, I like to say, the lack of speed, right? Speed. And whenever the price starts to slow down, that's when the other party can actually take control and actually win. And we can see right here the buyers are starting to lose a little bit of steam, lose a little bit of energy, as you may see just down here. If you can see the mouse just losing a little bit of steam here. And if you're able to focus on the right hand side of your screen, you you will see movements of the chart. You'll see movements right here. And if it's the first time, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are here, and I will be able to bring the trading show every single night as long as it's open, obviously. As long as it's open, that's the most important thing. Now, the chart is normally open 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Now, there are times when it might not be open just based on a special day in the world, like Christmas Day, Boxing Day. In America, they have Martin Luther King Day, and there's certain other days where the chart may not be open, but majority of the time, it's 5 days a week, if you didn't know. And as we can see here, the buyers have started to lose a lot of steam here, and the sellers have retaken the control again, yet again, yet again. And these are signs. These early signs can almost be a guide to who's gonna win the hour, right? Who's gonna win the hour? And that's what you have to see now. Yes, there's always major changes with the chart. We can see here, and there's been many times before where price can move one direction, and then all of a sudden, before the hour has even been completed, the price has moved back up, moved increased, and it's changed direction. So the key thing here is to be alert, to be aware, to analyze, to become an analyst, to use your data. Use your data, be aware of the data, be aware of how you're thinking, be aware of what's coming next. And they say here, look first, then leap. They say look first, then leap. I say look first, analyze second, and judge, read the room, read the environment, watch your mirrors. It's very easy to be impulsive, take action without becoming an analyst. So you're an analyst first, you're using the data first, and you're allowing yourself to create the best opportunities for you. Now, as we can see here, there's about 6 minutes left until the end of the 15 minutes, and we're almost halfway through the first hour of trading on this Monday night trading. Now, just to let everyone know, we'll be on here until for the next 90 minutes, and after that, we're gonna I'm gonna let all you traders out there, or all you analysts out there, to decide for yourself and experience it. Or you could either take the night off, prepare for the day, because the daytime is where a lot of the activity will take place. As we can see, in the daytime we have the EU session, all the Europeans getting involved, and then in the afternoon we have the Americans. We have the Americans getting involved of the day. So it's big. There's always activity when it comes to metal trading. There is a lot of volatility. The price is currently at on this website. The price is currently at 5,000 now. That everyone's whatever broker or whatever website you use, the prices could be a bit different, just depending on the broker and their ability to offer you the best price. So it just depends on who the broker is, who you're partnered with to assist with your investment journey, as they would say. So we're just under 5 minutes left until the first half is done of this hour, and we can see the sellers are currently in control. They're they're on course to win the hour, and even though there isn't any major speed, major volatility in what is happening in the chart, they're still able to take control and move at a good pace to win the hour. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, man. Go ahead and subscribe. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're available. Go ahead and subscribe and move at a good. We're able to take care of what happens. We're able to share the knowledge, share insight in what could and what's next. You know, we're able to share the insight. And I think the key thing here is sometimes this is a journey. There's no sprint. You have to always take your time. Yes, we're always aging as people, but you always got to be careful in your investment journey. As this is day 0 of this trading show of Gold Zone, day 0 yet again. I mean, this is Monday Night Trading 1. So, with the first episode, we will give you some analysis. So right now, we can see here just be, just before we close, we've got the 15-minute chart. So the 15-minute chart, before this one closes, we can see the buyers were pushing the price up, but they lost control. They lost possession. They weren't able to win the 15 minutes. And what tends to happen after that is the sellers can bite back and dominate and take the lead. Now it's happening again. If you tuned in late, the buyers were in control within the first couple of minutes, and then after that, the sellers are currently going to win the last 15 minutes, last couple of minutes of that 15-minute cycle. And we're about to enter the new 15-minute cycle as we close in halfway through of this trading show. And sometimes, more often than not, the chart is a continuation of the past. So what is happening now can be a continuation of the past. So you always got to be alert. Yes, it's a new trading session. It's the Tuesday. It's the second day of 5. It's day 2 of 5. However, day 2 can be a continuation of day 1. Sometimes it's different, but it can be a continuation. So it's very important to be alert, continue to be an analyst. And as we head into the second half of this hour, the sellers are starting to move the price down. Now, depending on who you're with, I just like to say what the price is for me. It's currently at 499, around the 4998 mark, and it's going to be an interesting night. Now, any of you night traders out there, make sure your alerts, make sure you stay awake, make sure you're not feeling tired, exhausted, energy. All you gotta do is show that energy, to show that strength about you. Currently, we can see the sellers still in control, but don't sleep on the buyers just pushing the price up now, because price has gone down a bit, but just because the sellers have started to take control this first half, they can still, buyers can still win the hour. They can still just juice up that price and take care of business. And that's what it is sometimes. That's what it is sometimes, man. So the key thing here is to make sure we're able to stay focused throughout this period and take care of business. And that's what it is sometimes. And look what we found here. The buyers have awakened themselves yet again, and they have let their feelings be known as they move the price up back to 5004, around that price. Now, this chart is based on a certain broker, FXCM, and so this is what you would call their prices that they're showing to all you people. Now, 15 minutes in trading is a long time. A lot can happen in 15 minutes, I believe, especially when it comes to news trading. So, news trading, I'll give you a little story regarding news trading. There could be some major events that could be happening. Maybe a government official is announcing interest rate changes. Maybe the official is announcing something massive that could impact society or impact the prices of certain materials. And that could have an effect on businesses, and that can have an effect on the chart. So in 15 minutes, as we can as we can see here, we're just in the first hour of trading. So within the 15 minutes, there may not be as much volatility as during the afternoon, during the daytime, where they, at some point there could be some major volatility on the chart. And you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that. Every 15 minutes is different. Every hour is different. All right. It's not always going to be the same. You have to know the mood, the environment. And that's why it's so key to become that analyst, to be a professional at this. So as you're tuning in, as you're watching, being able to become that analyst, to take the time, put more effort. The preparation is important. As we can see here, the buyers are currently not able to capitalize and hold the price. They're currently losing steam yet again, as you can see on the right hand side, but there is 10 minutes left. So during these 10 minutes, a lot can still happen. A lot of changes, adjustments can happen tonight. And that's why we are continuing of our coverage of the XAU USD chart. Look, this is commercial free. I don't know if you understand that. This is commercial free. So we're able to show you everything and anything of the chart. There's no filter here. There is no filter. So it will be interesting to see if the buyers can actually keep the keep to stay around this price or even increase it further, just because we're in a situation where, yes, we all know gold can does go up in value, and we all know why it's going up, why it's gone up last year, and what it takes for it to continue. That's what it is. What it takes to continue. And this year, it's always going to be a bit of a challenge. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. You always got to be alert. Take your time, especially this month. Like, some months you will have it quiet. Some months you will have it busy. Some months you have to be more patient than other months. But that just depends on your strategy and your plan, because everyone has their own risk management plan. And the most important thing about this chart, any chart that you're going into, is testing out that risk management plan and following it like it's a religious book, right? Following it because it's your playbook, it's your friend, it's your family member, it's your dog, it's your pet, it's your loved one. You have to love your risk management playbook. You have to love it. You have to fall in love with it. You have to test it out. You have to know everything about it. You have to know the ins and out. You have to know its flaws, its positivities, its negatives. Everything about your risk management playbook, it's key. It's so important. And we're just in the first Monday night trading. So I hope everyone at home is excited, or wherever you are watching, and you're excited about this, because this is the home of money, right? This is the home of money, and this is the home of growth. But as we see here, the buyers, if we look at the right hand side of your screen, just here, if you focus more on here, I might even have to zoom it in for everyone, just in case you cannot see it. I'm going to zoom it in even further for you, for everyone here. So we can see the buyers were taking control early on, but like I said earlier, they tend to lose their progress. They're losing their progress. But there is 6 minutes left, so it's not panic buttons, right? Just because they've lost their progress maybe twice or maybe three times, that doesn't mean they cannot continue to actually win the hour. Okay. So, but as an analyst, you need to be aware, okay, how many times have they lost their progress? How many times have they pushed the price up before going back down again? So it's very, very important to stay alert on that aspect, knowing about the chart, knowing about what's been happening during the 15 minutes, what's been happening during the hour. And if you're a long term person, what's been happening during the week, every week. And that's what's key. That is what's key. As we can see here, it's at 5002, and we're almost the first hour of trading is almost complete. About 20 minutes left, 20 minutes left. So it's going to be interesting to see. But currently, if I just mention this quickly, and so currently the sellers are in control to win the hour. But 15 minutes, there's about 20 minutes left. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to hold out, if the sellers can hold out, or the buyers can almost regain what they've lost. And if they're able to regain what they've lost, it's going to be interesting to see. And I hope everyone's enjoying this first Monday night trading. Now, it's not going to be fun all the time. There's always going to be things to work on. As traders, you got to be a good analyst. You got to be able to read between the lines, and you got to be careful in how you're performing straight up, straight up. And as we can see here, I'll be back in about 4 minutes time at for the last 15 minutes. All right, we are back. We are back. And we can see the buyers they just about won that last 15 minutes. And we're currently in the last 15 minutes of the hour. You see, now we can see. Now we can see the buyers taking control. Oh, damn! It keeps showing up this sign. I may have to sign into this website. Damn, sign into it. Damn.